Don't drink canned soda. I know, you hear that title, and the first thing you think, I'm going to try and make you feel bad about drinking soda. I don't like making people feel bad about things. Let me show you. Who here are still on their New Year's resolutions? All right, nice. Let me tell you about mine. I joined the Y a month ago, and I've been there. Wait, let me count. Carry the 3. I haven't been back in the door since. I was going to go this past weekend, but the Mother Nature exercise program got in the way. Anybody else doing this program? Shoveling the ice and snow. I was so sore from it, I couldn't go to the gym. I'm going to tell you my story about soda, where I started with it, when I changed to diet, and then kicking it. I hit a can't with it. When I was young, I grew up on soda, on Coca-Cola. My mom was from Atlanta. I'm pretty sure they put Coca-Cola in my bottle. I think they almost named me with the secret ingredient. They changed their mind at the last minute thinking 7X Horowitz probably doesn't sound so good. As a teenager, I collected empty cans of soda in my room. I even had some hanging from the ceiling. People started buying me Coca-Cola paraphernalia for me to collect. Signs, stickers. I even had one of those little dancing cans with the sunglasses. When they came out with the movie, The Coca-Cola Kid, I thought that movie was about me. Anybody remember the runaway sensation of New Coke? Well, the runaway part was right. I threw away my first can of it after only 2 sips. And then they finally came back with Classic Coke. Yes. And it says right there on the can, original formula. Yet I noticed something strange about it. There was something different in the ingredients. Where there was this nice, simple 5-letter word right at the top. Sugar! Just like down south where they say, give me some sugar. It had been replaced by these 4 ugly words. High fructose corn syrup. Sounds like something that could punch a hole in the ozone layer. But I like the flavor of it anyhow. And let me tell you, as a computer programmer, soda is important. There's a specific ratio of soda to lines of code. 1.57 lines of code for every ounce. A good 1,000-line program would take you about 5 cases of soda. And don't let me tell you about how many cases it takes to debug somebody else's code. Then, 6 years ago, I hit a can't with my soda habit. Diabetes. Di meaning 2, and betes meaning sugar and carbs are bad for you. Twice as bad as you ever thought. But I turned that can't back into a can. Diet can soda. And I'm lucky these days because there's all sorts of fake sugars out there. Yellow, blue, green, pink. Pink? You can keep that stuff. And the green tastes a lot like the pink to me. And blue. That gives me a headache. And who wants to drink something with that kind of warning? Warning, warning, contains phenylalanine. That stuff's crazy. So yellow has become my best friend. Well, second to my fiancé, of course. I started drinking all sorts of yellow soda. And I found Albertsons had Shasta. Shasta had yellow sugar, and it was as cheap as no-frills soda. So I was drinking that like crazy. But then one day I went into Albertsons, and the shelves were as empty as a cookie container the day after my teenage son opened it. I was so addicted to the soda, I went in and asked them. I checked out with my dealer and asked them about their supplier. They had changed warehouses and weren't going to have Shasta anymore. So I took that as a sign Matter of fact, I took it even more as stop sign. Most people don't stop. I stopped canned soda that day because I figured, okay, this would be a good time to see if I can stop canned soda and save the money. It was pretty good. But then I noticed something very strange. My blood sugar numbers became a lot more level. Instead of being out of control, like an out-of-state driver, the first time on a Colorado snowy road, it was stable. It was staying in lane. I'm not quite sure how to explain that, but I have some thoughts. It could be that Shasta might not have been making diet soda in all the diet soda cans. My doctor suggested maybe it's the proteins in tea, because I switched to tea. Maybe the proteins in the tea were somehow bonding with it differently. Or, just this past week, caramel color has been implicated to the FDA as having a lot of bad chemicals in it. But another possibility is BPAs on the inside of aluminum cans. I think it stands for better post another or something like that. BPAs have been known to act like a hormone. And diabetes is basically where insulin, which is a hormone, is not working well. It's being imbalanced. So to me, this makes more sense than trying to find which is the shortest line at the supermarket by which one's shorter. Now, I haven't had a can of soda in 6 months. My numbers are a lot more even. But I still have soda on occasion. I'll have it at restaurants or the movies. Matter of fact, when I go into a restaurant, what I really want is a Diet Coke. But I'm willing to take the P word, Pepsi, if that's all they have. So I ask for Diet Cola, figuring that should take the question out of it. But they always ask me, will Pepsi do? So I've got my answer ready for them. It will have to do. You can or you can't. But since I've kicked the can, I've been doing a lot better. I think it's time for tea. And